But yeah, not a whole hell of a lot of news tonight. But we'll get into what we have to get in here tonight. Let's see. Oh, this one's great. Apparently, the White House had a Alice in Wonderland party in 2009, and they were served drinks that were vials of blood. You know, I mean, these guys always try to downplay what conspiracy theorists and researchers and journalists and everything have said about, you know, the fact that all these guys at the highest levels are into the occult, and all these guys at the highest levels are homosexuals, and all these guys at the highest levels are, you know, into doing human sacrifice and all this stuff. And then, you know, we have stories like, you know, this body being found on the where the Queen was for the holidays, and, you know, the story with the Obamas having a White House Alice in Wonderland themed party, and they're drinking blood out of vials. You know, I mean, come on. That's the whole thing. I mean, they try to downplay that and say that, you know, that's a bunch of tinfoil hat stuff, but yet at every turn we have new pieces of information that these fuckers just, you know, let slip out, and then imagine they'll go down the memory hole, and yet again we have more evidence. After it was revealed that the Obamas hosted a lavish Halloween party in 2009 during a low point of the recession, people are now questioning how the event was kept a secret for 2 years. The White House maintains they were never dishonest and did, in fact, mention the party, though they chose to keep the role of Hollywood heavyweights Johnny Depp and Tim Burton to a minimum. This was an event, yeah, dude, Johnny Depp. I mean, that guy, dude, Johnny Depp is as deep as they are. You won't believe me? Here, you do your own digging on this one. I'm not going to have time going the whole Johnny Depp thing, but just go back and look into the history of the club that he owned, the Viper Club. Look into the Viper Club. Look into that place. Look into it before he owned it. Look into it after he owned it. Look into what happened around the time when River Phoenix died. There was some shady, deep connected mob-tied shit going on there, and you know, it just continues to get swept under the rug. So, you know, look, Johnny Depp being at the White House and they're doing these things, drinking out of blood. I mean, that just fits. It just fits with exactly what we know about these people. They're all at the highest levels, sadistic, bloodthirsty, insane people that are using these different occult teachings and using them for only the negative to gain negative responses out of, and while keeping us ignorant to those, so that there is no counter magic to what they're doing in a positive way. That is a sort of a quick capsule sum up of really everything you need to know about secret societies. Because that's what they do. The reason they're secret is because they don't want us to know how to use this same stuff, but use it against them to counter what they do. That's the reason for the secrecy, folks. Let me get down to the part where it said something about them drinking the blood vials. Where is it? It says instead of chowing down on presidential M&Ms, sugar cookies, and dried fruit that Mrs. Obama traditionally hands out in her trick-or-treat bags, the guests at the invitation-only party had bone-shaped meringue. Ugh. That was a horrible mispronunciation there. Bone-shaped meringue cookies and fruit punch served in blood vials. Well, that really sounds like Alice in Wonderland themed stuff to me. Yeah. So there you go. That's your leaders.